everyone, it's your girl Gel Beauty 87 here, and today we are going to get into some palettes. I am going to declutter. So I've been ordering a whole bunch of stuff because, you know, Black Friday is here and all the deals in the world have arrived. So I figured I would go ahead and get rid of some stuff. This is just the stuff I'm getting rid of here at my grandmother's house. I have stuff at home, obviously, that I will probably go through and try to get rid of as well. Stuff at home is harder for me to get rid of than the stuff that's here. So I figured I could start here and then we'll, you know, see what we can get rid of at home. But I have a chopping block set here on my, what is this? Is my left, your right, and then on the right I have all the stuff I'm going to declutter. So we're going to start off with the stuff I'm going to declutter. And I got a few Bad Habit palettes. So I got these four. This is the Huda Beauty, her first gold face palette dupe. Right here, as you can see, it has the cream, and then it has the three powders, if you will. I actually really like this palette. This palette was good quality. It's just more of, you know, I'm not using it and you all can't get it, so it's kind of no point. That's the main purpose of getting rid of a lot of these palettes, because it's not like the quality is bad. It's just more, if you can't get it, what am I really holding on to it for? The only ones I'm still keeping are the ABH dupes that I have from them and the Pat McGrath ones, of course. But I feel like once they started trying to do Pat McGrath is what got them in trouble in the first place, because when they was duping Natasha and everybody else and Huda and all of them, nobody was suing them. Like this Natasha Denona dupe for the Lila palette to Supernova. I actually bought this because I didn't want to buy Natasha Denona's palette because I thought it was expensive. And I actually like this palette better than I like hers, to be honest. But, you know, like this shade right here in here, the dupe, this shade is better than the one that's in her palette. I feel like it gave off way more pigmentation than the one in her palette. But, you know, it's whatever. Like I said, you all can't get it, so there's no point in me holding on to it. Plus, like I said, I have the real one, so I don't really need this one. So my cousins will be getting that. Then I have the two Huda Beauty dupes. So this is the Rose Gold, and then this is the Desert Dusk palette. So this is what it looks like on the inside. And of course, this is what the other one looks like on the inside. I ended up getting powder in mine. That's what all these white specks are. But yeah, I liked both of these palettes just fine. I had a nice eye look. I like to do combining both the palettes, but I don't use them anymore because I don't own either one of the real palettes of this. I gave the real Desert Dusk away in a giveaway, I think last year or something like that. But I just don't plan on ever using these, so I figured there was no point of holding on to them. I had held on to them for sentimental reasons because when I first started my YouTube channel, I was like everybody else. I was using a lot of Shop Hush, Bad Habit stuff or what have you. But, you know, since that ship is sailed and we're on to the Alter Ego ship now, I don't really need them because I can just show you the Alter Ego stuff. So the next one I have is the LA Girl Pro Mastery palette. Now I bought this from CVS to try out, and y'all know I usually love tones like this, but my problem with their palettes is I always feel like they don't have enough deepening up shades. Like this one, like they look dark in the pan, but when you put them on someone my skin tone as opposed to someone else's skin tone, I feel like they just don't come close. Like this one to me isn't dark enough, and it's like I want more berry tone shades to put in the crease with these sort of shimmers, not like this chocolate brown. I don't know, I just like more deeper berry tone crease. And then these shades are kind of light in the crease when I do put them on. So I have other palettes I like better than these. So I'm like, I can easily just go ahead and get rid of this one because I just bought the Making Mauve. And then I think I have a Huda dupe. Where is it? Oh, it's in the box over there. But I have like the Daydream Huda dupe for, the New Nude Huda dupe from Alter Ego. So it's like I don't really need that. So it can go ahead and go. The next palette I have is this, what is it, Pro Neon, Pro Next Generation Nudes palette from Catrice. I wanted to try out their eyeshadow formula because I had never tried it. The shimmers in this palette are super nice, but as you can see, the mattes in here are quite ashy and don't do anything for anyone my skin tone. So although they have those nice marbly, you know, like shimmers in them like Huda's palettes do, it's like there are hardly any shimmers in here. It's more mattes than shimmers, and I'm not going to hold on to it just for shimmers when I have God knows how many palettes in my collection. So I thought this quality of the shimmers were nice, but I didn't really get too much quality out of the mattes. So in fact, like I said, they aren't dark enough. I have like these two shades to work with. I tried to use this one, and that was a whole mess. I'd have to like pat this one all over the lid and put like one of these shimmers in the inner corner to do really anything with this palette. So we're getting rid of it because I just thought the quality was not there at all. The next thing I have is the Makeup Revolution Birds of Paradise palette. Now, This one, I was disappointed in because I thought I was gonna like it way better. I'm thinking about putting this one in the chopping block section just because I love the color story of it, and I've been noticing now when I used a new base I got the Makeup Revolution, like what is it, the P. Louise dupe that they had on sale on Beauty Bay for like $4.50, and I used that on my eyes today with some shadows that you're gonna see in the chopping block, and I like them just this much better than I did before, and I didn't really like them to begin with, so it was somewhat helpful. So I'm figuring, since I actually like the performance of their shadows as a general rule, if I use it with that base I might like it a little bit. So this is gonna actually go in the chopping block instead of the other one. And I only got a couple more that we definitely getting rid of, so we already showed you one chopping block, but I'll show the rest in the order that they're supposed to be shown, and I just decided that like right now. The next one I have is the Wanderlust Dream Series palette. I tried this recently, and I wasn't really impressed with it. I bought it because what's that girl's name? Julia Mazzucato always talks about how much she likes this brand's formula, but I wasn't really impressed with it. I have colors and other palettes that are similar to this, because the only like 4 colors that stand out to me, we all know what they are. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, otherwise, this is just a really warm tone palette, and I don't really care too much for it. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it to my cousins just because I wasn't impressed with it. Hopefully, they'll be impressed with it. But yeah, to me, it was kind of a bust. And I have so many other brands and palettes I like better, so there's no reason to hold on to it. The next one I have is this ABH quad. Now, I was shocked about this because I saw Jackie use, and I really like it. And I do like some of the shades in it. Like, I like these 2 shades, but it's like, realistically, I have so many other palettes that I'm not really going to reach for this quad enough for it to be just sitting around in my collection. So you'll probably find this on my Mercari page soon, just because I wasn't impressed with it as opposed to other ABH shadows I already own. It looks colorful. These 2 colors look nice, but it's like, if I'm only going to use those 2, it's not really worth it to me to keep it. So it can go. Last palette I have guaranteed Declutter is the Meant to Be palette. Now, if you all remember, I told you all I combined my Just My Luck and Meant to Be palettes, the shades I wanted, and just put them in the Just My Luck palette. So these are all the shades I took out of the Meant to Be palette. I mean, out of the Just My Luck palette and the Meant to Be palette that I left in here. The only one I still kind of like is this one right here, because the rest of them are like those shimmer shades. This shade is okay. So only 2 shades I'm still thinking about taking out are this one and this one. But it's like, I'd rather just get rid of it as a whole, because I don't necessarily like the shades in here enough. I was keeping it here in my grandmother's house so I could have a ColourPop palette that's actually still available, because all the ColourPop palettes I have here are limited edition stuff that you can't get anymore. So if I needed to do a ColourPop video or a face full of ColourPop, I wouldn't be able to, because I don't have anything that you can use as of right now that's still available, besides a highlighter palette, a foundation, and concealer and primer. And it's like, that's not a full face of ColourPop at all. But this is what it looks like. I'm just gonna go ahead and let it go. I mean, I have other shimmers that I can use, so this one is going to go for sure. So I know it's not that much that I decluttered, but I don't have nearly as much here as I do at home, so I just decluttered a few things. So these are the things that are on the chopping block. This Magnify Eyes Spice Edition palette. This is a great dupe for the Naked Heat palette. The formula of this is actually exceptional compared to some of the other ones I've tried for them, because I tried the one that was supposed to be a dupe for like Naked Cherry, or looked close to a dupe for the Naked Cherry, and it was not nearly as good as this one is. This one performs wonderfully. However, I have not seen this at a CVS store in quite a while, so I don't know if this was limited edition and they just, you know, got rid of it or what. But I want to hold on to it because I like the performance of it. I don't think I have a lot of palettes with color stories like this in it, but at the same time, it's like, if you all can't find it and I haven't seen it around anywhere in a while, I'm trying to debate if I should keep it or not. So, matter of fact, we're not going to debate. We're just going to go ahead and get rid of this one as well. So, finally going to get rid of that. Now, let's get into this next chopping block palette. So, we have the Flamboyancy palette. Now, remember, I did a review on this one recently, and I said it would be a good dupe for the Strawberry Dream palette. And I feel like it is. However, since I have the Strawberry Dream palette, I'd rather obviously just reach for that. So, I'm trying to debate if I should keep this in my collection or not. Because it's not about the performance, it's just more about, am I really going to get use out of it when I'm here, when I'm constantly reviewing new stuff when I'm here. And then I already have the Strawberry Dreams at home, where if I want to play with it, I can, and I don't really need this. So it's just kind of like a, do I really need it type thing, or do I not? So I'm just gonna put it on the chopping block and see how I feel about it. But it's not because of the quality. It's just more of I already own the real palette, so it's kind of like it's not really necessary. I have some other ones like that too. Like I have a couple of C color palettes that are dupes for Kirsten Dominique palettes. However, one of them I would definitely keep just because they don't make that Dominique Cosmetics palette anymore. The lemonade one, there's a dupe for that one on C colors. It's in the drawer down there. I'm keeping it because I actually like the shimmers in it better than the shimmers in the real one because it's not pressed nearly as hard. The last palette, well, the last palettes I have are all from the same brand. I'm just showing them to you one by one. So this is the Profusion Electric Blues palette. I'm trying to debate if I should keep this because I just ordered that new ColourPop blue palette and then I already have the Blue Moon palette. So it's like I could always just bring one of those here and just get rid of this. But at the same time, it's like I want to have something Profusion in my collection. And the only palette that I did like from them is on the chopping block as well. But it's not like I don't like the color story of this one. Obviously, we know I love blues. It's just more of I know the ColourPop one performs better, but I don't want to necessarily leave it here. So that's why it's on the chopping block because it's like I just ordered another blue palette and I already like the ColourPop blue palettes better. So it's like, do I really need this? Probably not because I can leave Blue Moon here now and just use the lighter toned one at home. I don't know. We'll have to see how that one performs. But that's why this is on the chopping block because I'm like, I don't know if it's really a necessity since I'm going to have 2 guaranteed all blue palettes in my collection. And I think I have the ice palette from Makeup Revolution, which means I would have 3. So it's like, do I really need 3? I don't think I do. Anyway, the next one I have is the Gold Rush palette. Now, I did like this palette, but again, I have the Naked Honey palette. If I already have the one that this is duping, like, I don't feel like this is truly a necessity in my collection because, you know, I have the Naked Honey. Not to mention the Naked Honey is on sale right now for like 25 bucks. So if I did not be able to get the real thing at 50% off. So, I mean, this is a nice palette. It performed fine for, you know, its price or whatever. This is the only one I would actually most likely consider keeping just because it, to me, has the best form out of all of them. But, I mean, it's a neutral palette, so let's be realistic. How often would I use this? But I could keep it just so when I need to do drugstore videos and I want to incorporate Profusion, I could because, you know, I at least have this palette to use. So that's why I'm thinking about keeping this one and this one. So that way if I want to do a colorful look with Profusion, I have the blue one, which is my favorite color. And then if I need to do a neutral look, I'll have this one right here. And I can do some affordable makeup looks. So these are the 2 I would most likely hold on to. These other 2, one of them, both of them I have on my eyes today. And with that new base, I like them a whole lot more than I did before. So I have on the Spectrum and the Neon palette. So the Neon palette is the one I have in my inner corner. The only shimmer in this palette, this one right here, is what is in my inner corner right here. And then I took this blue and this purple. But see, my problem with the Profusion shades is they don't look how they look in person. I mean, in the pan on your eyes. See? Because I feel like this looks way more vibrant in the pan than it does on my eyes. And the same with this. Like, you see how bright this blue is. Now, you see underneath my eye how dark that is. So, I feel like their shades oxidized. And that's another thing I don't necessarily like about these colorful ones. Because it's like, it's not showing up true to color. And mind you, I used a white base. I used the white base that they had with Makeup Revolution. And it still doesn't look like this color in the pan to me. It still looks much darker. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But I just... So I'm thinking I might just go ahead and get rid of this one and then hold on to the neon because I haven't done a full look with the neon yet. So I'm thinking I might like this one a bit better, but it's just a turn off because this color isn't the color it truly is. But I feel like the blue palette does the same thing. Like these, if I remember correctly in that video, I told you all these colors weren't true to the color in the pan when you put them on your eye either. So that's another issue I have with this brand. Aside from the fact that I just don't think the quality is there for the way people rave about them. I'm not feeling it. So we're actually going to go ahead and declutter this one too. And I'm going to hold on to this one and try to make it work. But anyway. So we have 3 chopping blocks. These Makeup Revolutions and the Spectrum palette. I'm going to try to use these together tomorrow and see how that look comes out. I think I'll try the shimmers in here and maybe a matte from here and a matte from here and see how that goes. This one I'm just holding in limbo. And these 2 I'm holding in limbo. So we got 5 in limbo. And then we have gotten rid of all of these. So I'm actually proud of myself because I don't really be decluttering stuff that often. So that's why y'all never see eyeshadow palette declutters here. You notice you see eyeshadow collections. You don't see eyeshadow palette declutters because I'm not big on decluttering things. But anyway, those are the things I decided to declutter. I might declutter some more things. Like I said, I got to go home and go through my collection. I will do that tomorrow because everyone will be gone tomorrow. So it'll be perfect time to do it because they'll be out shopping and I can go and declutter. And then I'll film that part for you all. And then maybe I'll film some eyeshadow videos later on that day. I don't know. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. Let me know if you think I decluttered something that I shouldn't have decluttered, or if it was something that you wanted to try that I decluttered, so I can give you, like, I guess, more detailed thoughts. I have a video coming up on this palette right here. I think I did a video on this a long time ago. I haven't filmed a video with this, but you see it on my eyes right now. I think I filmed a video with this, and I filmed a video with all the other things. So it's only a couple things I didn't, sorry, it's only one thing I didn't film a video on, maybe two. Like, sorry, these two. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. Catch you guys in the next one.